Let me show you how to properly install a chain on your mini chainsaw. So there is chance your mini chainsaw will get delivered like this without its chain or bar on, and this is how you can assemble one. So first, this is what the bar would look like, and maybe you probably have this installed here. So at least this is what my chainsaw looks like, and the bar basically will go over this main screw like this over here, and that's how we'll sit it. So if you also you can flip it over basically and see there is actually a screw on this one. So if actually your bar wears out, you can actually flip this thing over here, so it can go either way. Also, this screw can adjust the tension super precisely on this chain as well. So if your chain basically feels very loose and maybe keeps falling off, then basically make sure this like this plate here is moved all the way to the right side as much as you can. So if you like undo the screw, you can actually move it like 1 or 2 millimeters to this side. So this is a lot of problematic, and a lot of people struggle with this. Okay, then, and to install your chain, you actually first need to see which side is which and on which side you have your teeth. So as you see, these are the teeth basically. So on this upside, you can see these are the individual teeth here. And on the other side, you have this like a guide thingies. So as you flip your bar here, you can see it's hollow inside, and basically all we have to do, we have to straighten the chain like this and insert these things like this. So you can see it simply sits inside these guides, and it can move then around and around and around and do the cutting. Okay, let's tension everything. So I'm basically trying to tension the chain as much as I can while keeping it all together, and then simply I'm going to place over this main screw like this, and also place it over this gear. By the way, again, this plate needs to be on the top here, and like this. So I have put it together. Next, what I'm going to do, as you can see, it's still very loose. I'm going to simply take this bar basically, and with 2 fingers, and pull it all the way, so it creates a very good tension. Maybe move it around so you can see I'm getting as much tension as possible. And as you see, everything needs to be very flush basically, so it's very stable basically at the maximum tension basically. Okay, once that's done, we are going to need to install our cover. Then also you can see, at least on my so the tensioning mechanism of the chain looks like this. Maybe you have a different one, but if you flip it over, you can probably see what happens here. So basically, as you tension it, basically you can start at pretty much like 0 gap, and as you move it, basically the gap becomes almost non-existent, and this is how you can tension the chain properly. On some chainsaws I have seen, you have to get like a tool, special tool, and some of these do not have these wheels you can push with your fingers. But anyway, yeah, inspect. Everyone basically is a bit different. But anyway, when I assemble it, I like to maybe create some gap here. So after I put it on, I will tighten it. So otherwise it's almost impossible to assemble it. So maybe some gap at half, then simply place it over, make sure it's fit and everything is okay. And then again, on my chainsaw, I can actually physically see, if I look very closely, where that metal adjustment thing moves. You can probably see right now. So I move it, so you can see it almost ended here, and it's at the end here. I do hope you can see that. So I want to basically tighten as much as I need to. So depending on how worn your chain is obviously. On these Chinese mini chainsaws, I would say the chain tensioning mechanism is absolute garbage really, and the chains also aren't really the best. So at the moment I need to adjust it to the pretty much maximum. And then I'm simply going to tighten everything very well. And that's pretty much done. So when you actually check the tension of your chain, it should be like this. So it shouldn't be like super tight, so it like it's impossible to pull it, but it should be like this. If it's too tight, actually the mechanism inside will wear out really fast, and also it can damage the chain and it won't cut as good. So there needs to be some kind of very small slack like this, so but not more like this. If it's very sloppy, and when you pull it, it almost like pulls like this, like super crazy, then you simply need to take it apart again and inspect maybe that screw. I said you can basically unscrew and move it further forward or backward. Also maybe check your adjustment again. So simply check again if it's very loose or maybe it keeps falling off. But that's pretty much it. Anyway, good luck.